pho to help get over the cold. What's this? What, fried calamari? What is going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. Hopefully you guys liked that introduction. I do want to continue making those just to make this a little more lively and show you guys another side of what I like to do. Otherwise, we're going to be spending a lot of today's episode kind of continuing off of where we were yesterday in regards to the XRP price. We did discuss that there is a symmetrical triangle forming on XRP and Bitcoin. We noticed on Bitcoin that we're coming back down to retest the uptrend, as well as Ethereum breaking bearish outside of what looks to be a big channel that was forming. And then I do want to discuss Litecoin as well as some other interesting things. Now, one thing that I'm starting to notice is on, and as you guys saw in the title, on YouTube in the crypto space, we're starting to see whether it's extremely bullish permabull videos or just straight up clickbait. I'm starting to notice a couple interesting trends where there are prices thrown out with XRP that don't seem that doable. So I want to spend today's episode kind of debunking whether or not those are true. If that is of interest, definitely make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to leave a giant thumbs up. Remember, we do a giveaway on the channel for a free $25 of Bitcoin every single Friday. All you have to do to enter is make sure you're subscribed, as well as comment hashtag CryptoTV down below. This way I want to know you want to be entered. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So guys, pardon my voice, I might be getting over a cold, so that might be why my voice sounds a little bit more raspy than usual on the microphone. But I want to spend today's episode not only discussing the possibilities of XRP breaking up to these massive levels, but also whether or not it is even possible in the short term, possible in the overall, market space, as well as discussing some long-term and short-term price analysis within XRP, as well as Bitcoin, continuing as what we usually do on the channel. So obviously, if you guys ever just search XRP on YouTube, you'll see a couple interesting things. Obviously, like me, I always like to research and find other videos of interest, but I'm noticing that there are some very interesting prices coming up. XRP with a $1,667, XRP headed for $28. We have $10,000 for XRP. We have, $200 XRP, just a ton of prices that are thrown out, which seem extremely clickbait and overanalyzed. $28 XRP. So what I wanted to do is test out whether or not these prices are actually possible and whether we can see them short-term, long-term, because a lot of people are saying that these are predictions within the next couple of days that could be seen fairly soon. So taking this into consideration, I wanted to pull up a couple of things. So what I have is a market cap calculator. And what we can do is use the current coin market cap of XRP and pretty much figure out where the price could be headed, where the coin market cap is, and give us a general overview of what to expect. So XRP right now is trading at 22 cents. So I'm going to copy the price of XRP and post this into here, the current price right here. And then I want to put in the circulating supply. So we're going to grab its circulating supply, which is right here, quite a bit. And then we're going to drag that in. This is ultimately going to give us our current coin market cap right now. And then we're going to compare this to what it could be in the near future. So you can see right now we're currently at, I believe it is, let's see, let's get rid of this, make this a little bit easier to read. Let's see, that's 100,000 million billion, 9,872,373,896. So as we know, that's pretty much where the market is right now. 10 billion almost. You can see on the current coin market cap that does pretty much equal out. We're at 9.8. It's very similar to where we're at right here, 9.872. So we have the accurate reading. So let's consider we go off of things like this. So we're going to use 28, for example. We'll use some other prices. Let's say XRP went to $3. We would have a 100, let's see right here. Oops. Let's do 300.21 so I can get the comma. So we would have currently a $138 billion market cap. And if we look at the current coin market cap, which is currently 195 billion, that means that if XRP was to get to $3.20, with its current circulating supply, it would be almost the same, or actually, I think it's a little bit less, actually. So it's 138 billion, which is practically similar to where we are right now. The current market cap is 195. So we'd pretty much own about 90% of the current space right here. So now if we can then consider this to be $28, which people are assuming this would be, we would, and let's do 0.1. We would have a current market of 1.2 trillion. We'd have 1,216,726,782,802. So just by XRP alone going to $28, the current market cap would have to be over $1 trillion, which is an outstanding massive amount. It's absolutely amazing. It's never going to really happen in this time here. Like, not in the near future. I mean, 1 trillion is quite a bit of money for just one currency to own. Now consider that if this coin alone does go to that price, all the other cryptocurrencies are going to be moving up too. It's not just XRP that's going to explode and leave Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin behind in its path. Now I'm also seeing videos popping up. We see, let's see, 28, we saw 1667. Is that even a possibility with XRP? So when we go into the current coin market cap, we type in 1667. This is going to be so crazy. This is 72,180,909,143,503. The market is not going to go to 72 trillion. It's not. So $1,600 XRP is never going to happen. It's not possible. Considering the U.S. national debt is $23 trillion, you're going to tell me that this coin alone hitting 1,600 is going to have a $72 trillion market cap? It's not going to happen. It's unrealistic. It doesn't make sense. I can say that a $3 XRP is definitely more realistic, 129. Honestly, I'd even say a... Oh, what I said? No, not 35. Sorry, $3.50. Even a $3.50 coin. Let's do a $5 coin. If XRP was to go to $5, I can honestly see that. That's more realistic. I even think maybe, no, not that. Let's go here. I can even see a $10 XRP being realistic. These are realistic numbers, $432 billion. The market cap currently being extremely undervalued as we are is $195 billion, so we're about half that. So we can see that coin go up. Now, obviously, if XRP was to go to that price level and we go to $10, I can see Bitcoin easily being $50,000, $60,000. There's no way though that XRP is going to be breaking $20,000, $30,000, $1,000. It's just not possible and it's not likely. So when you see videos posting this, consider it that this is for just straight up FUD and it's straight clickbait, because there's no way we can get a $28 XRP anytime in the near future. In order for that to happen, we would literally have to have tons and tons of money in US dollars, euro, come into the current market cap and pretty much make that price shoot up. So it's not likely. But otherwise, to continue off of that, I do want to discuss with you guys a couple of things. So we did just recently go over yesterday's video in regards to this major correction coming potentially within the symmetrical triangle. And I'm starting to see a couple interesting videos appear on YouTube that kind of interact with what we're talking about. But when you look on Bitcoin, you'll notice a couple of things. So yes, I did actually buy into DueDEX, as you guys know. This is pretty much a test. If you guys want to watch, check it out, see what I'm doing. I did buy into DueDEX, you can see right here, and we are pretty much trending sideways right now. We did kind of consolidate downwards, so we're not really seeing any major movements right now. But what I'm noticing is we did kind of retrace off of what appeared to be the downtrend right here, or sorry, the downtrend on the relative strength indicator. We started to come down and we're now continuing to be oversold. So I don't think we're going to stay here for that long. I really don't think it's going to be much longer that we're going to be huddled out in this oversold market. It's merely just a waiting game right now. Now consider, and what I'm noticing too is we do seem to be consolidating back down to support this uptrend right here. This uptrend has been on the coin ever since January of 2019. So for pretty much the entire year, we've been having this massive uptrend of support. And I don't think we're going to be breaking below that anytime soon. This led to the rally for 2019. We saw some pretty incredible prices here, and now we're starting to come back down. What I truly believe is going to happen is we're going to see some sort of correction like that. Very possible. I think that's worth the holdout. Now, when I invested in a couple of days ago, this wasn't a short-term investment. I wasn't investing to sell in next week. This is an investment to sell when we start to climb up. When we hit 10,000, when we hit 11, 12, 13, that's when I plan on selling off my position, because I do believe that's going to happen in the near future. The longest point that I can really see the coin going to is maybe mid to end of December, considering that we're currently, and my watch is dead, considering that it's currently the 24th of November, and I'm pretty much estimating around the 17th. We have about 20 days or 3 weeks about before we see any sort of major correction. We can honestly see a small blip now, which would be fairly profitable just in the short term. You can see due to the fact that we are oversold on the daily, and I believe potentially we can see the 4 hour right here is kind of hitting more, once again, resistance as we can considerably start to retrace lower. What I do think is going to happen is there may be another retest of the downtrend before we see any sort of potential break. So what I'm considering seeing is, due to the fact that we're oversold, maybe a short-term move up to around $7,800, maybe $8,700, but then I do consider us retracing lower, and then once that is in place, we could be anticipating the break at the end of this massive symmetrical triangle right here. But short term, it may show us some signs of correction. I do think we bought in at the bottom, because I don't think we're going to be seeing, I bought in at 7,300, pretty much right here, right this level. This is pretty much right the mid-center of the price, so there's a good chance we can swing upwards. Now, for those of you who are interested in maybe investing in this coin, who want to profit, I'd say for right now, don't invest. I'm going to take the risk now, but I'd say for you guys, wait it out. Wait it out till we hit here. We have a couple more weeks now of consolidation where we get towards the end of this symmetrical triangle, which would pretty much be the end result. Right now, it's a 50-50 chance. I more so think we're going to swing to the upside, but wait till we're at this point right here. Once we show signs of this support right here being retested, that's when I'd pretty much recommend the selling or buying of the coin, basically upon correction. If we see it correct to the upside, obviously buy in on that rally, because I do think it's going up. And if we fall down, obviously short the coin as it retraces lower. But right now, after a massive retracement to the downside, and a lot of people were like, oh, the bear market just started. We've been in a bear market for pretty much months on months on months. This has all been a bear market right here. This has been 153 days of bear market. And just recently, after the pump, we've had about 30 days right now of downtrend. So I'm expecting to see some sort of small retracement to the upside. Obviously, XRP, the one coin that we've been discussing on the channel, seems to be in a downtrend as well. And I do think we're going to see that same sort of consolidation upwards with Bitcoin, mainly a small retestment of the downtrend. But I do think that within this major descending triangle, it is going to break bullish. We may be considering seeing some more levels retraced to, potentially as low as 16 cents. But I do think at the end of what this could be, we could be seeing a swing to the upside, either here, or either here. But for the most part right now, I do think consolidation is needed after that massive rally. We may be seeing some smaller lows, but this does end fairly soon, and then I'm anticipating that break to the upside. Now, this is on the weekly, so expect this to be a little bit longer than, Bitcoin or Litecoin. But what's interesting within Litecoin too is we did break bearish. We hit what appeared to be a support, which ended up sending us into oversold, and we're now looking to free fall down lower. What the chart does show is that it wants to come down to here, but being that it is oversold, we might correct back up, trade sideways, and then we could see some more retracement lower. But otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up the market for today, guys. It's more so just another day of consolidation. We're not really seeing any crazy moves. So otherwise, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace.